Welcome back to Area DMG. I'm your host, Will Wesley, the Mile High Mouth. And for today's episode of Area DMG, I'd like to give you an apology. I haven't stepped in front of this camera to talk to you actually in maybe about 5 days. I've been a little bit slacking lately in getting content and videos out. I know, it's been exhausting. You have all that heat exhaustion from that and then all those conventions and things, and it's rough. I still have a lot of content from these things that I still need to go through, so that happens. So, an apology for that. Also, I'd like to let you know a little bit about the channel and where we are currently and where we're going in the future. Welcome to July. By now we would have 7,500, but there was a subscriber purge, and a bunch of people, including myself, a bunch of people that I know and subscribe to, like Cinnamoni Bonnie, Verlicify, Casey Neistat, PewDiePie, a bunch of these people, so many of which I know or subscribe to, lost subscribers, like just out of the blue. I lost about 198 subscribers. There's actually 202, but I gained enough subscribers that it lessened that amount that day. That was weird. It was a weird glitch, but it doesn't count toward anything in our analytics. So I was like, okay, strange and weird. We're so close to 7,500. Anywho, let me let you in on a little bit of a secret. This channel is about 50% video game related content and 50% animation related content. Literally. More like, I would say about 50% video game related content, 30% animation related content, and 20% weird and unusual content, mostly educational. Everything we do is in some way related to video games for the most part, except for some things. I mean, we cover some weird panels from time to time. We love science. If you haven't seen that panel that we recorded about Pluto, you should go check that out. If you go to the main channel section, if you go under playlists, there's an educational panels playlist. Just get in there and watch all of that. You'd be kind of surprised. We have a geologist admitting that climate change, as we refer to it, isn't actually real. It has to do with seismic activity, and that's what causes those temperature spikes and such. Now, we've been in many different ice ages. That was an interesting one. The one on the Hubble telescope is interesting too. We have John Carmack talking about the future, which is actually kind of amusing now, considering like the whole stuff with Oculus. You can see the seeds of this, and it's fantastic. We have a really great voice actor panel from Denver Comic-Con you should check out. Great stuff, and I hope you can go check that out. You'll like it, especially if you like to learn things. If you don't like to learn things, it's all good background noise. I recommend What Science Gets Wrong, or the Geek Girls of Geek or whatnot. That panel is interesting. We also have in our playlist a, quote, social justice circuit. So if you're inclined for that, you should check that out too. Why not? Those are all social issues, like real social issues that we deal with. A lot of news footage and interesting speeches, because aside from doing all this stuff with video games and animation, I cover news. Because I am a journalist. I am a card-carrying journalist and freelance and reporter and a photojournalist and all of that stuff. I'm part of a union. Anyways, let me let you in on a little secret here. We're going to be doing a lot more animation-related content. And the reason why, well, I just picked up the last Studio Ghibli or Ghibli film that wasn't available in the United States. So, yeah. I'm going to start reviewing Studio Ghibli stuff, or Ghibli, or whatever you call it, at some point. So you're going to get at least a couple of reviews of those. We're going to start with the earliest Miyazaki stuff, like Castle of Cagliostro, all the way up to, I think, When Marnie Was There, is the most recent one. And we'll also do that at some point with Satoshi Kon. And I hope that will be good. It'll be interesting. But there's a lot of animation content coming back. Adventure Time is coming back from hiatus. Steven Universe is coming back from hiatus. Star vs. the Forces of Evil is coming back from hiatus, and we wanted to start reviewing that because I really like that show. I need to finish up Gravity Falls. Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney, that one's coming back from hiatus. And there's a new BERSERK show. And BERSERK is a show I love. This is the old 6-disc set. I bought those as they came out, and then I bought this when it came out because I needed to have the digitally remastered ones. And I was like, yeah, I regret nothing. The new series is fantastic, and I will review it soon. You'll see a video for that. But we're also going to announce something new. Game-worthy. What is game-worthy? Well, if you noticed off screen, I'm holding modern games. And I'm going to start reviewing them. But I'm going to start reviewing them in a different way. You know, no one can tell you what's fun. Only you can tell yourself what's fun. But there are people, critics, who are trained to look at things from an objective set of criteria to tell you whether or not something is worth your money. And that's the big thing. When you go and you read a review, there's a couple things you might be looking for. If you're watching a review or reading a review or listening to a review, what you're probably looking for is either confirmation bias that this is a game that you would enjoy, or confirmation bias that this is not a game that you would enjoy. Now, a lot of reviews are skewed in a certain way because guess what? Those people who are saying that, oh, I'm not going to review such and such movie, like say that Ghostbusters one, most of the time, you don't pay to see that. If you're a professional reviewer, you get games in the mail. You get games and things and items for free. You get digital copies for free. You get invited to press events, and you get invited to review movies for free. Most of the time when you see many of these people out there saying, well, such and such thing, they didn't actually pay for it. And that's really what's missing from a lot of reviews. Now, we do get stuff for free, and if I do get something for free, I will let you know in my review. However, we're going to try and objectively look at the MSRP for a game, the state at which it launches, how much content it has, the production value. We'll throw in a little bit of a fun factor there, but if you read DMG Ice, if you read our reviews, you'll note that those are weighted in a way that 75% of the game review is objective, with 25% being a subjective part. So we've decided to announce a video series called Game-worthy. And what we're going to tell you is if games of all sorts of different types of genres, all sorts of different types of games, all different types of systems, are worth your money. Based on their MSRP or what they go for collectors and whatnot. With a lot of older games, we're not going to look at what they cost then. We're going to look at what they cost now. And then we're going to base our value proposition on that. So check out Game-worthy. We're working on the episodes right now, and that will be coming up before the end of July. We'll have a bunch of episodes up for that. And I hope you like it. Let me know in the comments below if there's any particular games and such that you would like me to review. I know, right? And we're still working on some interesting videos similar to, like, say, that top 10 we did about mature rated DS and 3DS games. And we've got those for you. Oh, yes! And I'm working on a photography explosion. One of our best features on DMG Ice was the Game Boy camera stuff. I mean, the Game Boy camera stuff, we were with Adam Pearson and myself, Philip Wesley, we put together all sorts of stuff for the Game Boy camera. And the Game Boy camera and photography, that was our jam. And guess what? Yes, I am working on a video about that. And you're probably going to like it. I've been making thumbnails for it, writing down all the pertinent information and stuff, and I've been trying to record some footage for that, and I hope you like it. but we've also been working on a bunch of other stuff. And I want to continue working on that, and I also want to warn you that there's going to be a lot of animation reviews. And to even out those animation reviews with our stick to the issues crowd, you know who you are. We've decided to start reviewing games outside of DMG Ice. DMG Ice will always have reviews, text reviews, of handheld video games. But consoles, we didn't really go into that. And we're going to go into that now. So let me know in the comments below what you'd like me to go ahead and cover. Hit that thumbs up if you haven't already. Hit that subscribe button and share this with other people who haven't subscribed yet. Let them know. Spread the word. Infect your friends. And until the next video comes out, you are now caught up.